Hello students, we are going to discuss about material balance with chemical reaction problem. What is material balance with chemical reaction? Material balance problems of processes involving chemical reaction. This is called material balance with chemical reaction. First problem, ammonia is produced by the following reaction. N2 plus 3H2 gives 2NH3. So this is the stoichiometric reaction. Why it is stoichiometric reaction? Correctly balanced reaction. Calculate, first question, molar flow rate of hydrogen corresponding to nitrogen feed rate of 25 kilomole per hour if they are fed in the stoichiometric proportion. So what is the first question? Determine molar flow rate of hydrogen. So when nitrogen feed rate of 25 kilomole per hour, the condition is stoichiometric proportion. Are you clear or not? Okay. Second question, kg of ammonia produced per hour. So if percentage conversion is 25, nitrogen feed rate is 25 kilomole per hour. The second question, so the kg per hour of ammonia produced when percentage conversion is equal to 25, nitrogen feed rate is equal to 25 kilomole per hour. Are you clear or not? Okay. Solution of this problem, you should write basis. So the first step, basis. So the basis of this problem, 25 kilomole per hour of nitrogen. This is the given data. So then chemical reaction. So the N2 plus 3H2 gives 2NH3. Are you clear or not? Okay. So the first question, molar flow rate of hydrogen if nitrogen feed rate is equal to 25 kilomole per hour. Are you clear or not? Okay. So as per the reaction, 1 kilomole of nitrogen is required 3 kilomole of hydrogen. So what is our question? 25 kilomole per hour of nitrogen is reacted. How many kilomole per hour of hydrogen is required? So the cross multiply 3 into 25 divided by 1. 75 kilomole per hour of hydrogen is required or needed. Are you clear or not? Okay. So this is the first question. Second question, kg per hour of ammonia produced when percentage conversion is equal to 25, nitrogen feed rate is equal to 25 kilomole per hour. Are you clear or not? Okay. So the percentage conversion formula, percentage conversion is equal to moles of nitrogen reacted divided by moles of nitrogen feed into 100. Are you clear or not? Okay. So here percentage conversion is given 25. Moles of nitrogen reacted we want to calculate. Moles of nitrogen feed is given. This is the condition 25 kilomole per hour. So into 100. So from this equation, so we are going to calculate moles of nitrogen reacted. So 25 into 25 divided by 100, that is equal to 6.25 kilomole per hour. Are you clear or not? Okay. So now we have moles of nitrogen reacted as per the condition. Are you clear? So as per the reaction, 1 kilomole of nitrogen is produced, 2 kilomole of ammonia. As per the problem, 6.25 kilomole per nitrogen reacted mean how much kilomole per hour ammonia is produced? 2 into 6.25 divided by 1. Ammonia produced is equal to 12.50 kilomole per hour. Are you clear or not? Okay, this is the ammonia produced in terms of mole basis. But question is ammonia produced in terms of weight basis, kg per hour. What do you do here? Kilomole is converted into kg. So multiply with molecular weight. Molecular weight of ammonia 17. So 12.50 into 17 is equal to 212.5 kg per hour. So this is the ammonia produced in kg per hour if the condition is conversion is equal to 25. Moles of nitrogen feed is equal to 25 kilomole per hour. Are you clear or not? Okay. Second question. In the production of SO3, sulfur trioxide, 100 kilomole of SO2 and 100 kilomole of oxygen are fed to a reactor. Percentage conversion of SO2 is 80. Calculate the composition of product stream mole basis. The question of the problem, we are going to calculate composition of the product stream in terms of mole basis. So here sulfur trioxide production, reactant sulfur dioxide and oxygen. Are you clear or not? Okay. Percentage conversion of SO2 is given 80. So solution of this problem, the first step you should write basis. So basis of this problem, 100 kilomole of SO2, 100 kilomole of O2. Are you clear or not? Okay. So as per the problem, you should draw a diagram. So this is the block diagram. So the which equipment used here? Reactor. Why? Because SO2 100 kilomole, 100 kilomole of O2 are fed to a reactor. Are you clear or not? Okay, the reactor only used here. So as per the problem, the 100 kilomole of SO2, 100 kilomole of O2 fed to a reactor. Finally, the produce the product of SO3, that is sulfur trioxide. So after that, percentage conversion is 80. So what about the remaining percentage? 20%. So the 20% is a unreacted value. Are you clear or not? Okay. What are the components are unreacted here? SO2 and O2. So here what are the product stream? SO3, SO2 and O2. SO3 is our desired product. This is the produced value. SO3 produced. What about the SO2 and O2? These two components are unreacted. Why? Because percentage conversion is equal to 80. Suppose percentage conversion is 100, no unwanted product present in the product stream. Are you clear or not? Okay. So, but our problem, percentage conversion is equal to 80. That's why we will consider unreacted component value in product side. Are you clear? So, as per the problem, SO3 is our desired product. SO2 and O2 is a undesired product or unreacted component present in a product side. So as per the problem, you should write the equation. So this is the chemical reaction. SO2 plus half O2 gives SO3. This is the stoichiometric equation. Why? Because this is correctly balanced reaction. Are you clear? So only one data are given, percentage conversion of SO2. What is the formula here? Percentage conversion of SO2 is equal to moles of SO2 reacted divided by moles of SO2 feed into 100. So here percentage conversion is known 80. Moles of SO2 reacted divided by moles of SO2 feed 100. This is given data. Multiply by 100. Finally, we are going to calculate moles of SO2 reactor. So is equal to 80 kilomole. Are you clear or not? 100 are cancel. Finally we get moles of SO2 reactor is equal to 80 kilomole. But we don't want the reacted value. We want unreacted value. Why? Because so we are going to calculate composition of the product stream. What do you do here? You go to write the material balance in SO2 component. SO2 feed is equal to SO2 reacted plus SO2 unreacted. Are you clear? From that reaction, SO2 unreacted is equal to SO2 feed minus SO2 reacted. So the feed is the given data 100. SO2 reacted calculated value minus these two value. Finally we get SO2 unreacted 20 kilomole. Are you clear or not? Okay, this is only present in a product side. So the similarly oxygen component. How much oxygen is present in product side? That is equal to oxygen unreacted value. So what do you do here? You should write material balance of oxygen. Oxygen feed is equal to oxygen reacted plus oxygen unreacted value. Similarly the same procedure here. As per the reaction, 1 kilomole of SO2 gives half kilomole of oxygen. As per the reaction, 1 kilomole of SO2 is reacted means half kilomole of oxygen is required. So as per the problem, how much kilomole of SO2 is reacted? 80 kilomole. So the 80 kilomole SO2 reacted means how much kilomole of oxygen is needed? 80 into 1 by 2 whole divided by 1, that is equal to 40 kilomole of oxygen. Oxygen reacted is equal to 40 kilomole. But we don't want the reacted value. We want unreacted value. Why? Because we are going to calculate product stream composition. So the oxygen unreacted is equal to oxygen feed minus oxygen reacted. Oxygen feed how much? That is 100 kilomole. The given data. Oxygen reacted value 40 kilomole. So here 100 minus 40, that is equal to 60. So the 60 kilomole oxygen unreacted. So this is also present in a product side. Now the unreacted components are over. One is SO2 unreacted, oxygen unreacted. Next we are going to concentrate main product sulfur trioxide, SO3. So what is the procedure? We are going to calculate SO3 produced. So as per the reaction, 1 kilomole of SO2 is produced 1 kilomole of SO3. As per the problem, how much kilomole of SO2 is reacted? 80. So the 80 kilomole of SO2 is reacted means how much kilomole of SO3 is produced? 80 kilomole. So SO3 produced is equal to 80 kilomole. Here now all the data are known. SO2 unreacted, oxygen unreacted, SO3 produced. So the what is the final term? Objective of this problem, composition of product stream in terms of mole basis. You should make a table. So what are component? Kilomole, mole percentage. What are the component? SO2, O2. These two are unreacted. So the main product SO3 produced. So the kilomole taken from the problem, SO2 unreacted 20, O2 unreacted 60, SO3 produced 80. So what about the total kilomole? 80 plus 60 plus 20, totally 160 kilomole. So what about the composition in terms of mole percentage? Mole percentage of SO2, the first one, individual mole divided by total mole. 20 divided by 160, the into 100, 12.5 percentage. So similarly oxygen, individual mole divided by total mole, 60 by 160 into 100, 37.5 percentage. So SO3, individual mole divided by total mole, 80 by 160 into 100, 50 percentage. So the add these 3 percentage, finally we get 100 percentage. Whether your problem is right or wrong, how will you check? So the percentage values are is equal to 100 or approximately 100. Your problem is right. Are you clear? Okay. Third problem, carbon monoxide is reacted with hydrogen to produce methanol. Methanol or methyl alcohol. So CO plus 2H2 gives CH3OH. So this is the stoichiometric reaction, correctly balanced reaction. Calculate from the reaction. First question, stoichiometric ratio of hydrogen to CO. What is stoichiometric ratio? Stoichiometric ratio is nothing but it is the ratio of stoichiometric coefficient of two molecules or components in the balanced reaction equation. Are you clear or not? Okay. So here what are the two components? Hydrogen and carbon monoxide, H2 to CO. So this is the stoichiometric coefficient of two molecular components in the balanced reaction equation. Okay, that is the first question. Second question, kilomole of methyl alcohol produced per kilomole of CO reactor. So 1 kilomole of CO reacted means how much kilomole of methanol is produced? That is the second question. Third question, weight ratio of CO to H2 if both are fed to a reactor in stoichiometric proportion. So CO to H2 weight ratio. So condition stoichiometric proportion, correctly balanced reaction. Last question, quantity of CO required to produce 1000 kg of methanol. So 1000 kg of methanol produced mean how much CO is required, that is kg of CO required. That is the last question. Okay, one by one we will discuss. Solution of this problem. As per the problem, the chemical reaction CO plus 2H2 gives CH3OH. This is the correctly balanced reaction or stoichiometric reaction. So what do you do here? First we are going to find out stoichiometric coefficient of all components. We have 3 components, 2 reactant, 1 product. Stoichiometric coefficient is nothing but it is the number that precedes the formula of each component involved in a chemical reaction. So here first we are going to concentrate carbon monoxide, that is CO. How much kilomole is present? Only 1 kilomole. That's why stoichiometric coefficient of CO is equal to 1. Similarly, hydrogen, how much kilomole is present? 2 kilomole. So stoichiometric coefficient of hydrogen is equal to 2. Stoichiometric coefficient of methyl alcohol or methanol. So how much kilomole is produced? 1 kilomole, that is equal to 1. So already I said stoichiometric coefficient is nothing but it is a number that precedes the formula of each component involved in a chemical reaction. Are you clear or not? Okay. So here the first question, stoichiometric ratio of hydrogen to CO. So the hydrogen means H2 divided by carbon monoxide CO. H2 by CO is equal to H2 stoichiometric coefficient 2, carbon monoxide stoichiometric coefficient 1, 2 by 1 is equal to 2. Are you clear or not? Okay, this is the first division. Second division, 1 kilomole of CO reacted means how much kilomole of methanol is produced. So as per the reaction, so this is the stoichiometric reaction. From that reaction, 1 kilomole of CO is reacted means 1 kilomole of methanol is produced. So simply you write, so the methanol produced is equal to 1 kilomole. So the third division, third question is the weight ratio of CO to H2 if both are fed to a reactor in stoichiometric proportion. So our reaction is a stoichiometric reaction. CO, how much kilomole of CO is reacted here? 1 kilomole. How much kilomole of hydrogen is reacted? 2 kilomole. So in terms of kilomole, CO feed is equal to 1 kilomole, hydrogen feed is equal to 2 kilomole. But the question is weight ratio. What do you do here? Kilomole is converted into kg. So what is the formula? Kilomole and kg. So this is the relationship between kilomole and kg. Number of moles is equal to weight by molecular weight. Here you know the number of moles value. So here number of moles multiplied with molecular weight, it is converted into kg. So CO feed is equal to 1 kilomole. This is multiplied with the molecular weight. Molecular weight of which component? CO. Carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide molecular weight 28. 1 into 28 is equal to 28 kg. How it is come 28? Carbon 12, oxygen 16. 16 plus 12, 28. Are you clear? Okay. So the molecular weight is nothing but sum of the atomic weight of the component. So similarly, hydrogen feed is equal to 2 kilomole. So the kilomole is converted to kg. What do you do here? Multiply with molecular weight. So kilomole is the 2 kilomole. Molecular weight of hydrogen. H is the 1. 2 moles are there. 2 into 1, that is equal to 2. So here 2 kilomoles are there. 2 into 2, that is equal to 4 kg. Are you clear or not? Okay. So the molecular weight of H2 is equal to 2. Kilomoles are 2. So finally weight of hydrogen feed is equal to 4 kg. CO by H2 ratio or weight ratio. CO feed is equal to in terms of weight 28. Hydrogen feed in terms of weight 4 kg. 28 divided by 4, that is equal to 7. This is the third part. Last part, CO required to produce 1000 kg of CH3OH. So the how much quantity of CO required to produce 1000 kg of methanol. So as per the reaction, 1 kilomole of CO is produced, 1 kilomole of methanol. But we don't want the mole basis. So we want in terms of weight basis. What do you do here? 1 kilomole of CO is converted into kg. So what is the conversion from kilomole to kg? Multiply by molecular weight. So here multiply with molecular weight, 1 into 28, that is equal to 28 kg of CO. So this is produced 1 kilomole of methanol, 1 into 32. Why? Because 32 is the molecular weight, 32 kg of methanol. So here as per the problem, 1000 kg of methanol produced means how much kg of CO is required. So 28 kg of CO reacted means 32 kg of methanol is produced. 1000 kg of methanol produced means how much kg of CO required? 28 into 1000 divided by 32. So CO required to produce 1000 kg of methanol is equal to 875 kg. Are you clear? Okay. So thank you for your attention.